So a lot of people come in here.
I have to do that when I'm stuck.
The common thing that happens, the common pattern that happens when you go here, and I'm going to over-exaggerate it because you're about here, so it's not bad. And you're also about here, agree? On that first video, you're about here. About 4 or 5 inches behind here. And this is, the situation's not getting any better because maybe you could fix this if you really started coming left at the last second, but you continue second base, second base, second base, the whole time through. Look at that. There's no impetus for this head to come whipping around. It just wants to trail. So you can see, you'd have to, in fact, it's stuck in this position. It's like trying to streamline itself. It's tucking in behind. Okay, so here's the goal. The goal is lift or oscillate the chair on the way through. Okay, lifting would be the best. So show me lift the chair first. Yeah, do a swing where you lift the chair a few times. You can bring it. So start with a lot of pressure on the chair. Start with a lot of pressure. Yeah, that's a good move to practice at home too, by the way, 100 times a day. Okay, now show me some actual dynamic swings where you're doing that. And get longer and longer. Keep lifting it. Okay, now the second skill, these swooshes are too early. I want you to narrow up a couple inches. I've told you that before, right? Narrower, that's too wide. Narrower, right there. Okay, now would you please lift the chair and look, swoosh here. Here's the pinata. I want you to turn and swoosh around to the left and out in front more. Right there, boom. Perfect. Now do that again. And do it again. Now it's way more left around to the left than you're used to, isn't it? Okay. This, see the motion you're doing here?
I would do like this.
Yes, correct. I would do this motion about 100 times a day as well, just sitting on a wall. Just over and over again, lift, or do a chair and lift the chair.
Pretty close to the wall, right?
Yes, right. Okay, now that you've got that, basically that little swing within a swing, now start making some 30% full swings containing that same move. So I'm going to hold this just where you can't reach it, but I want you to swoosh right here. So it's lift, wall, turn, and swoosh. Now I need to hear a swoosh. That's too straight. Okay, so now, watch this now. I like this speed. This is like 30–40%. Now look, now go back and do that slow motion move again without letting your, remember the modeling move you were just doing a minute ago? Don't let either forearm hit this yellow ball. Keep resetting. Do you see how it's making you go around to the left?
Not even this forearm?
Yeah, no, just miss the ball and you win. Lift the chair, miss the yellow ball. From your perspective, I bet it feels like you're going to hit a major pull.
Yes.
But it won't. It won't be. It's crazy how it won't be. See, now look where I have the ball. I have it about 8 inches right off your elbow. All you have to do is just not hit either forearm or wrist on it. Keep at it. Keep at it. Lift chair, exit left. Exit stage left and swoosh out in front. Your swoosh should be right at the phone over there on the tripod. Right, that's where the swoosh should be. So you swoosh later, and that's right. The next thing you're going to see here is a completely different behavior coming through the impact zone of the handle, and the handle is making the club head and shaft react to its direction. So you're not going to see that stuck position at all. The reason that it's not just that you're inside out. Is that your handle stuck. So let's look at the forces. Did you ever see them, or did you ever do the around the boat trick? You go all the way around the boat. Have you seen it?
I've seen it. Yeah.
You've seen it done, where the boat. Let's say the boat is going straight, and here's the boat. Here's the boat, and here's the skier. and the tow rope is pulled tight. So you know what's going to happen if the boat turns hard left is it's going to whip the skier. The skier will speed up. So the boat just turns 90 degrees left suddenly, or just the tightest curve as possible.
Just like when I'm pulling skiers,
So-
I know how to make them.
Right. So if the boat's doing 30, 35, and it does this, isn't the skier going to be doing 60 by the time? So the skier catches up, and the tow rope yanks them around the boat, and then the boat gets to here, shoves off does a 180, and peels out the other way to finish the. So the force keeps acting on the skier to circle the boat, right? So the skier's feeling their arms being yanked out from their sockets, just zooming around, right? Okay. Watch again here. If I started here, okay, and now let's say I've got an F-150 towing the water ski boat to the lake, okay, and I'm sitting here at a stoplight or at a gas station, something like that, and let's say I put it in gear and I turn the steering wheel slight to the right and I start to move on that vector. What's going to happen to this end of the stick? No, it's going to do, look, it's going to get stuck.
Oh, I see.
It's going to respond.
Got it. It's going to respond because my hand. It's
So
coming down, but
if
then
the
it's
hand,
gonna go-
right, so if the handle is going linear at second base, what's going to be the response of the club head?
It's going to follow.
So you were coming from here, so what's going to be the response if it's just going to stay back. If this goes this way, it's like a hockey slap shot. I'm going to hold it like this. What am I doing with this hand? I'm pulling it in. I'm pulling with this hand as I'm pushing with this hand. Look what happens to the handle. It comes left and back up into me as I push with this hand. It's making the stick come around and slap the puck. Same thing here, the water skier speeds up. So you can see if I improve my handle to do this.
Just to turn with my body.
So you're actually losing speed, and the force that it feels like it takes to square it up feels very muscly unless you start flipping the toe over. So a lot of people
Which when I'm
come in
stuck,
here,
I have to do that when I'm stuck.
the common thing that happens, the common pattern that happens when you go here, and I'm going to over exaggerate it because you're about here, so it's not bad, and you're also about here, agree? On that first video, you're about here, about 4 or 5 inches behind here. And this is, the situation's not getting any better because maybe you could fix this if you really started coming left at the last second, but you continue second base, second base, second base, the whole time through. Look at that. There's no impetus for this head to come whipping around. It just wants to trail. So you can see you'd have to, in fact, it's stuck in this position. It's like trying to streamline itself. It's tucking in behind. So you would have to, you have to force it around if you're going to square it up, and generally we don't. So instead, grab the 3-wood again. Generally, we don't have enough force at the last minute to do it. So what's going to happen? A lot of heel hits, tall shaft, tall vertical plane, a lot of heel hits that are going to kind of scoot right on you, start left, scoot right. And then you've also got a little bit of open face where, yeah, you kind of pushed
Well, a couple of them did.
until
Some of them were
right.
draws, They were bump.
But we have overall, we have too wide of a fairway needed to contain all your golf balls.